we're going to give them hell. I just want to thank Sarah and Todd. Just really amazing people. This is a woman that from day one, I said, if I ever do this, I have to get her support. She feels it. She understands it better than anybody. And Sarah, on behalf of myself, my family, and the country, I want to thank you very much. Thank you, Dad.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm in this country. Hold on a second. Somebody needs to explain to me what is amazing about Sarah Palin. I guess what's amazing is that she is still on the stage. I mean, this is porn for idiots, is what this is. So here's Sarah endorsing Donald Trump, and I you know what? I'm totally disconnected from their thought process of how anybody running for office would think that she would lend anything positive to anybody's campaign. Here it is.
For a commander-in-chief? You ready for a commander-in-chief who will let our warriors do their job and go kick ISIS ass? Ready for someone who will secure our borders, to secure our jobs, and to secure our homes? Ready to make America great again? Are you ready to stump for Trump? I'm here to support the next president of the United States, Donald Trump.
And we're not done.
I'm in it because just last week we're watching our sailors suffer and be humiliated on a world stage at the hands of Iranian captors in violation of international law. Because a weak-kneed capitulator-in-chief has decided that America will lead from behind. And he who would negotiate deals, kind of like with the skills of a community organizer, maybe organizing a neighborhood tea. Yeah, well, he deciding that, no, America would apologize. And as part of the deal...
All right, okay, we all get it. We all get it. Let's go to Eric Boehlert, Senior Fellow, Media Matters, MediaMatters.org. Eric, good to have you with us.
Hey, Ed, how are you?
Well, I'm doing great. I guess I actually thought that Sarah Palin was all gone. Yeah. That this would never, that she's gone from Fox. I don't know what her platform is right now or where it is, but all of a sudden she's resurfaced with the front runner of the Republicans. And the story this day is that Trump says that she may play a role in his administration if he's elected. Break it down for us.
Afterwards on CNN, there was talk that she might want to be energy secretary or something. It's funny. I was just looking at my archives. A year ago this month is when she left Fox, and I did a piece, Sarah Palin and the demise of the Tea Party media, looking back at Glenn Beck and that guy on CNBC who sort of created the whole Tea Party movement, and how Glenn is gone and now Sarah's gone, and like you said, I thought this was kind of over, but it's interesting. It's her resurrection doesn't really have anything to do with the Tea Party. I was looking at the conservative press and even National Review and Weekly Standard. They are not happy about any of this. They think she's a clown. They think she's making a mockery of the conservative movement, which of course she's been doing for years. So even the conservative press looks at this, supposedly serious writers over there, and they realize this thing has gone totally over the cliff. They understand the electoral implications for a Trump nomination. They understand. If Trump gets the nomination, I said this last August, I said we might have the first time where the actual party goes and finds a third-party candidate just to kind of hang on to their principles. I wouldn't be surprised if, A, I wouldn't be surprised if Trump's the nominee, and B, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a movement to find a third-party candidate to run against him, and it's going to be a movement led by the National Review and the Weekly Standard and the so-called Republican establishment. That's how dire their situation.
So as you see that, Eric Boehlert with us here on Ed Schultz News and Commentary, as you see that, why do they feel that way about Trump? Is Trump not conservative enough?
Yes,
does he think he's not qualified, or what?
Yeah, look, he's dabbled in Democratic politics. He's for eminent domain. He's supported, Planned Parenthood, they say, in the past. He's been sort of a wishy-washy New York City Republican. He has not been a strong defender of any of the, sort of far-right radical initiatives that the conservative movement and the Tea Party thought they were winning this national conversation with. So they see an embrace of Trump as backsliding in terms of the principles, and they're kind of completely chagrined that it appears, based on the polling, the Republican voters aren't interested in those principles. They're interested in short-term sort of bravado.
So there'll be no admission that they are wrong on issues to the point where they can't win a general election, and they'll put their flag in the ground and stand with it.
I think they are. And look, people say, "Wow, why would Trump want Sarah Palin? I mean, she was so crazy in that gibberish thing yesterday." But look, he's always about the short term, and the short term is, he wants to beat Cruz in Iowa. And I think he probably will. And he's sucking out all the oxygen, and Cruz was getting a little momentum. If Trump wins Iowa, it's over. I mean, it is just over. He's got a 30-point lead in New Hampshire. He's got a 30-point lead in South Carolina. He's got a 30-point lead everywhere. Yeah. Iowa's the only close state right now.
Yeah, I think even if Ted Cruz, and I told Alan Combs this last night, even if Ted Cruz wins Iowa, I think Trump's going to run the table.
Yeah.
I don't think Iowa's going to make that much of a difference. We've seen Santorum, we've seen Huckabee when Iowa did nothing for him. Here's Cruz responding to the Palin endorsement of Trump.
I love Sarah Palin. Sarah Palin is fantastic. Without her friendship and support, I wouldn't be in the Senate today. If you're looking for someone who's a deal maker, who will capitulate even more to the Democrats, who will give in to Chuck Schumer and Harry Reid and Nancy Pelosi, then perhaps Donald Trump is your man.
Cruz playing it safe there, I'd say.
Yeah, he has to, because he understands, again, we're talking, if you look at this Iowa caucus, I mean, some of these candidates are going to get like 8,000-9,000 votes. I mean, we're talking a very small pool of people that actually show up and vote. So, are there 15,000 people in Iowa that love Sarah Palin? Absolutely. So he's got to sort of play it safe. And look, he's right. She did back his sort of renegade campaign years ago for the Senate. So it is sort of it is sort of an insult to him that she's picking Trump. But my gosh, on a large national stage, I mean, I was tweeting this morning. I mean, if you look at unfavorable ratings among people in the news, I'm not joking. Sarah Palin and Donald Trump have the highest unfavorable rating of literally any two political figures in this country. So, and now they're sort of teaming. They're sort of teaming together. I guess in that sense, it's a perfect match.
Well, with that, does the Palin endorsement do anything in Iowa for Trump? I mean, I guess I really didn't realize she was such a buzzsaw and such a draw in Iowa. But whatever. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it can, and I think it can get him across the finish line, and it might get him a few thousand votes. But again, he's dominating every day in Iowa. Cruz, that was going to be sort of his place to make a stand. I think it's slipping away from him, and I think Trump has a couple more crazy things to do between now and next week from Sunday night for in the caucus. But again, what's interesting now is the buyer's remorse that's setting in within the conservative media, particularly non-Fox. Fox has no idea what to do with Trump. Some like him, some don't. There's no guiding principle. They don't love the guy the way they usually rally around every Republican frontrunner. They certainly don't have the guts to try to take him down. But in terms of the print and the online conservative media, they see what's going on, and it's only January, and they've got to get to next November, and it's just looking like a nightmare right now.
Eric Boehlert, always good to visit. Appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Talk to you soon.